Hi, please do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe button.
I have to tell you how much fun I am having with this 7 question series around inner dragon. Been very, very powerful. I just am really taking the space and the time. I'm not really so much into time. I choose space instead, but I'm really stepping into the space of doing this instead of just letting it slide by and miss this opportunity. And so that's what's so very, very powerful for me about this experience. Um, we have done cards or questions 1 through 5. Each one of those is a standalone video, or you can follow through as we come up to this one now is number 6, and then we have number 7. Uh, the first video I did was describe the inner dragon. What is inner dragon? Number 2 was what is your strength as the inner dragon, meaning the inner dragon energy within ourselves, within humans. Number 3 was what is the weakness of that inner dragon? Number 4 was describe humans. The 5th video was what can you teach humans? And now we're stepping into the energy is how best can inner dragon work with humans, collaborate with humans. And again, using that dragon path cards uh, with Caroline Mitchell's Dragon Path cards. Very, very magical. I love that they've really stepped up and wanted to be a part of this. So the card that came up in this was number 25. So there's that 2 balance again. 5 is about creating the transformation, and 2 and 5 come together as 7, and 7 is all about the what we are creating, what are we manifesting, what is our journey in that. And the card is the Philosopher. I love the galactic energy of this because I'm a galactic shaman, as well as hi everybody, I'm Sandra Pelly, the Sandini, the Dragon Ally. I love the galactic energy in this. Uh, First of all, I want to share with you what is a philosopher. Excuse me. And so a philosopher in the American terms, North America, is a person who offers views or theories on profound questions in ethics, metaphysics, logic, and other related fields. So dragon energy, it collaborates. The inner dragon collaborates with us, works with us to so we can ask those questions. That's what I did. Honestly, you guys, that's what I did. I've been asking Dragon, how does it want to work with me? I've been looking at other people and how they work with Dragon, and I'm in awe. And I want to know what my pathway is. And so, inner dragon is the dragon that wants to work with me. So, that's my metaphysics forte with inner dragon. It's a person who's deeply versed in philosophy or in deeply versed in the energy of inner dragon. How many people do you know who know stuff about inner dragon? I, for one, this is fairly new to me. This is being recorded in 2024. Ideally, when you see this years from now, I will be way, I will know that much more about Inner Dragon. And that's why I asked the question about this for Inner Dragon. So it's a person who also establishes the central ideas around some movements. That's what I'm doing. I asked Inner Dragon. I chose to step into this energy today, specifically because of what's going on with the planets and the stars, how they're converging. And then also too, it's 420. Like there's just so many different things going on. There's a meteorite shower coming in the next couple of days. There's also a full moon coming up right away. So I'm taking advantage and I'm asking the questions. So the philosopher as well is one who regulates their life's actions, judgments, utterances by the light of philosophy or by reason. It's a person who is rationally or sensibly calm, especially under trying circumstances. An alchemist. That's what inner dragon is helping us learn from. We're learning by watching what inner dragon wants us to do or wants to show us. We are creating something new, something that's never been seen before. This is what the British description of philosopher is: a student. Student. It's teaching us how to be students, how to ask questions, how to ask for help, right? So it's a person of philosophical temperament, especially one who is patient, wise, and stoical. An alchemist, or devotee of occult science. Some people think occult is a evil word. It's just this beautiful energy of the metaphysics, right? And then it's a person who establishes the ideology of a cult or movement. Do we want to have a cult of people who are connected in with their inner dragons? I want to say, hell yeah, we definitely do. So look at this incredible dragon energy on this card. It's got the book out. I've been connecting in with this beautiful source dragon when I do Q&As, when I do higher self readings, when I do inner dragon readings, when I do dragon readings. I've been connecting in with this source dragon, and it's showing me this magical energy in its upper limbs and this spiraling energy, which you will have seen some photos of in the previous videos. And it just feels so powerful to be connecting in with this inner dragon energy and with dragon energy, period. I'd like to share with you also what's coming up in the book too. So number 25, this actually happens to be, let me just check it out because I think this is a very special kind of dragon. It is. It's a Grand Master dragon, okay? So let me tell you first of all what the Grand Master dragon means. Let me see if Caroline has something written about that. The dimensions and dragon clans. The Grand Master dragons are ones that are highly evolved spiritual beings with a human counterpart. Excuse me? Inner dragon, inner child, human being. Is that not a human counterpart, right? Okay. So these it's also likely to have been exceptionally spiritually evolved when living on Earth. If you are not already that, then you are working your way towards that. And you may, I just want to go blah, 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 at you. Know in your heart that you are spiritually evolved. Step into that. I'm telling you, you are. That's how I changed my life, is when I started to step into the energy of the good things that people were talking about me about. Um, talking, yeah, about me. That's what it was. Um, and when we step into that, I'm telling you, you're evolved spiritually. Step into that, right? So that's what this beautiful grandmaster is. Some have angelic counterparts instead. I'm working with this beautiful lady, one of my clients, and her stuff is all around angels. I highly believe that's exactly what's going on there, this beautiful angelic part. In fact, the card that came through for the very first question, the describing the inner dragon, was this beautiful, oh, I can't read it. The Illuminaire, that's what it was. And that was this powerful dragon who one of its counterparts was Uriel, Archangel Uriel. So definitely about that. So when we are walking around in this beautiful inner peace, when we have discovered love, when we are, let me rephrase that, when we have discovered love for ourselves, that is so moving us in the direction of being able to connect in with so much more because of it. I just want to do a little aside here. So I am wearing a top that I purchased probably, I'm guessing 10 years ago, when I really wasn't into dragons as much as I am now. It's called The Mountain, and by The Mountain, that's the brand name of it. It's a product that was made in the US. And I want to show you what's on here. Look at this little dragon, right? So I've been connecting in with dragons, whether I was consciously aware of it, for a very long time. In fact, as I do my little 30-minute, 45-minute workshops and going back with the inner child to specific times of my childhood, I'm recognizing how much inner dragon has been there supporting me all along. Okay, so these Grand Master, like this Grand Master dragon, the philosopher, number 25, it can come into that fifth dimension. Now, when I say about fifth dimension, what I'm talking about is that we are, as human beings, we're not always caught up in the material things, that we are into this emotional, this feeling, this sense of calmness, this sense of peacefulness. That is something that many of us who are choosing to be spiritually evolved, who are choosing to walk this path, are starting to experience more and more frequently. Our days, if you're using ones and tens, our days are numbering in the eights, nines, and tens, the things that we're doing. Today, I just found out my engine is blown on my truck. My engine is literally blown on my truck. I'm Canadian. It has 1,500 kilometers on a rebuild engine that's like 2 months old. So there's no way, like there's no reason why this engine should be blown. Yesterday, I was a complete basket case because of all the things that have been happening to me this year. And today, I am sitting in a completely different space by choice. I went for a 2 hour long walk today. I saw so many things. A lot of that is in two videos before this one when we're talking about guidance. That's what it was, the guidance question. What is the weakness of the inner dragon? Yeah, go and check out that video. Anyway, let me just continue here. So that fifth dimension is choosing to be in the joyful space, choosing to be in that peaceful space, that calm space. And that's where these dragons are coming down to. And now, no, when I'm saying down and that, I'm not really referring to it's a lowering of their standards or anything by that means. It's just our humans are so limited on words that that's the words that I have to use. Um, these are actually seven dimensionals and above. I choose to live a lot of my life in the fifth dimension, meaning that I choose to find joy. I choose to do things for the highest good, for the most benevolent reasons, the greatest good of all. And I also choose to be more frequently in the 20th or 21st dimension, and because that's the power of the I am. I am love. I am loved. I am loving. I am lovable. All these incredible things. The I am, really being conscious of how I'm using that word, right? So these are seventh dimension ones. So to connect with their energies, we are being asked to rise up to that. So the question was, and let me just go back and take a look at this, is how best can humans learn from and collaborate with the inner dragon? We are being asked to raise our vibration to that. Now, I did a process with you in one of the previous videos in this series. This is number 6 of 7. And so I want to just invite you guys right now to take a breath and another. And another. One more. I ask you to gently recognize where you are at now versus before I asked you to take those 4 breaths. There's a beautiful sense of calmness. I am inviting you to ask to connect with your inner dragon. It's as simple as saying, I'd like to connect with my inner dragon. Know, K-N-O-W, know that you're connecting with your inner dragon. And ask to raise your frequency. So imagine a dial in front of you where you are turning up your frequency, turning up your vibration to where it might feel just a little bit more uncomfortable than you're sitting at right now. And by uncomfortable, that could be in a very positive manner, or it could be this not really understanding what you're tapping into, but recognizing that there's been a shift because you've chosen to dial up your frequency or vibration to match that of your inner dragon. Because remember, your inner dragon is your action taker, right? It's the part of you that's really helping to foster that inner child that is protecting, that has been protecting us right into adulthood. And that's why we act the way we do, is because our inner child has been protecting ourselves so much. And this inner dragon, when we raise to that energy level, to that frequency, that inner dragon starts to really help that inner child heal and grow and become more balanced and become more an adult version of oneself. Okay. What else? So that's just kind of the energy of the grand master part of it. This philosopher dragon specifically, and these again are Caroline Mitchell's Dragon Path dragons. This wise old dragon is all about learning and the direction your life is taking. Okay. One is never too old or too young to learn. Set your sights high and reach for the stars, for you have much to gain from and to reveal to your learning partners. That is so impactful. So, this is about how do I learn as a human to work with the inner dragon? How do I learn from the inner dragon? Well, I raise my frequency. I choose to be more joyful. I choose to be more calm. How do I attain that? Well, those are the things that I teach with the mantra work, with the breath work, et cetera, et cetera. I dive deeply into that. So taking that into consideration, uh, for instance, myself, I didn't know very much about dragons. 8 years ago, I didn't know anything about crystals. I am amazed at where I am now with crystals. I am amazed at the work that I've done with crystals, the meditations I've done with crystals, how I become the galactic shaman by somebody else's, uh, has called me the galactic shaman. It's something, a handle that I've been given by somebody else. I stepped into that role. The dragons themselves gave me the dragon ally. I am raising the bar. I don't want to live here. I want to live here. I want to be tapped into this higher frequency of energy. I want to experience more with my inner dragon. And that's what these inner dragons are truly asking us to do, is step it up. Okay. So this inner dragon too, I mentioned, or if I didn't mention, I'll mention it now. When I'm recording this, it's 4/20/2024. There's a big conjunction happening tonight. And when I looked at my transits today, my sun, my moon, and my Mercury are all in Taurus, all about technology. They're in the 11th house, all about value, all about really kind of stepping in and making changes in my life. And so this dragon specifically really works with the stars and the constellations. So there's no mistake as to why my truck broke down yesterday, to why I'm sitting in a hotel room for 2 nights. I was designed to be here to ask the questions of inner dragon and to find out so much more. What I've learned today, or in the last, gosh, about 18 hours, it's insurmountable. I cannot put a figure on that because it's just so much information has come in. Who I am today is totally different from who I was yesterday because my knowledge base has expanded immensely because I've chosen to step into what does inner dragon want? What does it want to show human beings? Okay, so powerful. You've been putting off that which you want to learn. Your self-doubt hinders you from following your passion and your true path. Your affinity of the old arts is your starting point. I am just, again, blown away by that because when I did the question a couple of videos ago about the weaknesses, what is inner dragon's weakness? I was out on a walk to figure that out, to get even more information. And the things that I was taking pictures of were old buildings. And in fact, I didn't share the pictures of the old cars, old trucks that I took pictures of. And when I talk about old, it's not necessarily the old arts that are just of our timeline. I'm talking about back, like back when dragons were around in a way that we have never as human experienced it. Like it's so very powerful. So please do take notice of this. Inner dragon is showing you what to follow. It's showing you how to walk, how to do this dance with inner dragon. Okay. It's here to help us navigate our world and change this world. Very, very powerful. Thank you.